will be a case of cha-cha-cha if, of course, this major event takes place at Buckingham Palace. What are we talking about? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Lovely to see you today. Let's all have a big wave. I know I'm daft, but I like to see people. I can see you're not waving. What are you up to this morning? I know. Whether you're going to bed or getting up, as I often say, it's lovely to have your company. For those that are climbing into bed, lucky you. For those that are at the start of another long, busy working day, well, I have your sympathy, trust me. You know, I know what it's like, you know. I don't know about you, but I'm waking up a lot earlier as well because it's lighter. So you wake up early and think, oh, I'll just have another hour. You look again, you've slept in 2 hours. I know. Oh, don't say it's just you, Neil. It is You're always trying to blame me, you people. It's terrible. Back as ever to your breaking royal story of the day. This particular fun story I wanted to share with you because I've worked with the stars of this particular BBC phenomenal show for many years. And of course, around the world, we've told you before, it's called things like Dancing with the Stars, or I think just Dancing Stars and stuff like that. We are, of course, talking about one of the royals' all-time favourite shows, Strictly Come Dancing. Now, you may have read that Strictly Come Dancing could be having a very special episode inside Buckingham Palace on this Jubilee year. Normally the big episode is coming from Blackpool Tower Ballroom, the very famous ballroom around the world where all the world's best dancers have performed if they're lucky enough. I've had a go on that floor, let me tell you, it's sprung. I won't say how bad. I look like a dressmaker's dummy being dragged around, you know. Oh gosh, dreadful. But you have to have a go, don't you, just to say you've been on the dance floor. What's interesting about this particular story though is, well, you may have read that the major stars of Strictly will be coming onto the dance floor. Oh yes, the judges and all the wonderful contestants that they're going to pick out this year. And I think there's going to be some rather special ones. Now, I can tell you this first and exclusive on the show because the programme makers are in the very early stages of discussing the possibility of some extra special judges. Oh yes, let me explain. As you know, Camilla, Charles and of course Zara and Mike are huge fans, and so the BBC would very much like to have them as weekly guest judges in a rotation form. Not being cruel or nasty or anything like that, it wouldn't be in their nature, but really to just sort of, can you imagine being judged though by Prince Charles? It would just make you so nervous, wouldn't it, going on the dance floor? But what an honour, what a year to be on and something like that, to say that you were lucky enough to dance inside Buckingham Palace in their famous ballroom. Of course, it's been held there for years, you know, big events, starting way back, of course, with Queen Victoria, who made that particular sort of outing, ballroom dancing, and, you know, all the usual things from the Victorian era, very popular. So just to be able to walk on that floor, hear the band strike up your music, and know that you are literally following in footsteps of royal history, well, surely that's going to make you, well, even more, shall we say, goose-pimply. As I say, it's very early stages right now, but what they like the idea of is Prince Charles, Camilla, Zara and Mike, and possibly, if they do a small Christmas special with the children, and remember, you heard this here first, they wouldn't mind Prince George offering a few pointers and tips for other children. I think that would be a magical episode and a very brilliant idea also. As ever, as I say, it's very early stages right now, but as soon as I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.